Hey, welcome everyone. Sir Heroscape here today, coming at you from out in the woods. After the announcement last week, pretty much then hightailed it out for going out in the woods for a few days. So trying to get a quick video out with a little bit more of a concise review of the Wave 2 announcement. You did see my video live streamed. It was 2 hours, so some of you don't have that time to kind of go back through and see that, but I do share some thoughts on there about what I think the content for Wave 2, kind of my opinions on that. But this will just be a quick few minute review of my thoughts on the information that we were given. So specifically, the announcement was really targeting obviously Wave 2, which was 4 different packs. We got 2 terrain packs and 2 figure packs. The figure packs are both $65 painted, $45 unpainted. One of them is 5 of the Kiri that we got, and you know the specifics on those, you can go see their bios and their cards and whatnot. I won't bother talking about those in detail, but look, you know, they look really good. And the Wraith Riders and Viscerat, the Warlord, those guys are a 4-figure pack, and same thing, right? $65 painted, $45 unpainted. The terrain packs, there's a bunch of land terrain. It's still a decent amount of terrain for $70, and then there's a water pack terrain for $30. Now, initial opinions, and I've kind of been thinking about this myself over the weekend, was, you know, it's kind of bland, right? We're getting basically just 2 army packs for most people, right? The land packs for most people aren't going to be relevant because a lot of us have our land and you know, we're already getting a bunch from Wave 1. But I do think it's a really good idea that they're doing this to cater to a huge market that is other games, right? BattleTech, other RPGs, just other people that play games and need terrain. That's a great way to just buy up a bunch of terrain and use it for whatever game they want. Now, same thing with the water pack. The water pack is, for those of us that want to replace our water, we can. For those of us that don't play Heroscape and are looking for just adding a ton of water to a cool landscape for a river or an ocean, that's a quick and easy way to do it. So I understand why. It's just, as a Heroscaper, a little bit one of the more bland announcements. I was hoping for a little bit more spice, I guess you could say. So a little bit underwhelming in that regard. You know, I was maybe expecting a little bit more of a new terrain type or something like that. That said, the water pack does come with some Wellspring water, and it does come with a 3 hex water, which is a new thing for us. As well, the land terrain pack does come with a 24 hex sand terrain, so that's new for Heroscapers. So there are reasons to buy it as a Heroscaper, to replace your old water, to get a new 3 hex water tile, to get some more Wellspring water, and the land terrain, again, is getting a 24 hex sand, which is awesome. So there are reasons. It's just, again, I was a little bit underwhelmed when that was the only thing that they were announcing. Same thing with the figure expansions. I was initially surprised at the $65 price point. Not too crazy about it. I'll still pay for it because the units are awesome and they're unique figures, so it's a one-time purchase. But if $65 painted for roughly 4 to 5 miniatures is going to be the standard, I'm very, very worried. That's just my opinion. I can have an opinion, you know. And we'll see how things transpire as the future, you know, unfolds. A couple things why I think it might be at that price point. One, unique figures, people only have to buy one. So the production cost, or the, you know, for Renegade is technically higher because they're not going to print as much of a unique figure as they are a common figure, because unique figures people are only going to buy once. So if you're going to a manufacturer and saying, hey, you know, we only want to buy X number because we know we're only going to sell X number, you know, you're going to have to pay more, right? But if they can go and produce commons and say, hey, you know, people can buy as much of this as they want, therefore send us a huge production, you know, order or whatever, then that price goes down, right? It's economies of scale. As you get more of something, or as you need more of something, the price per unit drops. So I'm hoping that $65 is not the norm for a army pack, because I think that's going to be really, really overpriced. if we get common unit packs. And so I am a little bit concerned about that. So I reserve the right to have an opinion on that for now, and that may change as time goes on. But again, when we saw Iwashua with her battle box in wave 1, we got 6 or 7 miniatures painted with terrain, with enough terrain to have a decent little map. Now, again, maybe they're taking a loss on that. I'm not sure, but they kind of set a standard for what we are going to pay for a battle box, and that was at 65. So when you drop in army boxes at the same price, but there's no additional terrain or anything like that, it just feels a little bit bad. So again, if they're taking a loss on the battle boxes, okay, then I get it. But again, that's my opinion. I'll jump off the soapbox so you're not hearing me complain about it too much. That's just my initial review. Still love the miniatures, love the abilities. I really do like a lot of the Kiri. The Kiri are really cool, so go and check those out. The second part of the review was honestly about the Battle Network and Gen Con and the competitive scene. Now, they covered... They didn't cover everything that I was hoping, but they basically said that the Battle Network is going to be live for Gen Con for August and for the September or /October events. The launch event, which is happening in September, will have the Battle Network live, and the NHSD event in October will as well. So Battle Network, it seems like they're doing a huge push to get that ready and available. It looks really good initially. The UI looks really understandable. It looks clean. Functionality, we will see. Heroscape.org has been an amazing addition to the community the last couple of years now. Chris Perkins, who owns that URL and has been managing that site, has done an incredible job of making it usable for online and in-person events, and added features that basically make everyone's lives 20 times easier when we're running tournaments and events and things like that. It's just an incredible resource. So if the Battle Network has, even a fraction of the functionality that Heroscape.org does, that's a good thing. Because that means they're headed in the right direction. If they have plans to add similar functionality, if they can look at Heroscape.org and say, hey, this is the standard for what we need to deliver on functionality for the community, good. If they can't hear that feedback, or if they don't know what we need, which, is very important when you're delivering something like software or a website, then I will be concerned. The Battle Network is supposed to be a one-stop shop for, seeing all the cards, doing army building, running events, seeing your ELO, having a profile. So it might look nice, but if functionally it's not operational and we can't use it, and if we end up preferring Heroscape.org anyway, then I think there's going to be a bit of division in the community, which I don't think is a good thing. So I think there will be some overlap period where we have to get used to Battle Network, and we'll have to get used to maybe the growing pains, right? As Battle Network probably won't have everything we want to start. So it's just something that I think we need to be aware of. That it looks good, it looks clean. I think they're headed in the right direction. We just need to be very open about our feedback and what we want for functionality on the site, and see if they can deliver on that. So anyway, that's kind of my opinion. So overall, I didn't want to spend too much time talking your ear off. Again, a lot of my thoughts and reactions kind of at the time are in that other video, but this is kind of a watered down version of what I think, as I've had a few more days to kind of think about it. I think Renegade is still doing good work. I just really like their marketing. They seem to be really pushing it. We saw that they had a article in Forbes magazine, which was incredible. I mean, they've really been pushing the envelope in terms of getting the word out, getting people excited about this game. I think we all have the right to be, still a little bit concerned because we love this game so much. It's just, there are things that happen that we have opinions about. And so there's always going to be a level of concern. It seems like, from my opinion, there's enough good things happening that I'm willing to, for now, give them the benefit of the doubt on the things that they may not be doing as well. And that's okay. Hopefully that, they hear us and they're keeping up to date on our concerns and doing things to manage those and maybe improve upon those things. So that remains to be seen, right? Yeah, I think we'll see probably 2 more waves to finish out the rest of what's left in Age of Annihilation. We only got a few army stuff this time around. I think Wave 3, which is going to come out later this year in October, and Wave 4, which is probably going to come out in early 2025. I think that will probably round out the rest of what we expect from Age of Annihilation. At least I hope so. Otherwise, they're really drawing it out. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. Hopefully that was enough of a review. If I missed anything, share it in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.